Well, I'm here with Ilana from Good Type to talk about her session at the upcoming Illustrator Virtual Summit. Thanks for taking a few moments to chat.
Yeah, I'm excited. This is going to be so much fun.
Awesome. Now, obviously, Good Type, you're known for type, and that's why we have you do a class on type. And let's see, your session is called Elevating Your Typography Tips and Tricks to Level Up Your Letters. So tell us a little bit about the kind of things
Yeah.
people can expect.
Yeah, I'm really excited because I'm going to be sharing some of the ways that I use Illustrator, but also some of the ways that you can get the same results from like different approaches. So it's not just my way or the highway, but I'm going to walk you through like you could do it this way, you could do it that way, and you can kind of figure out, okay, I like this way best, or maybe I'll try it this way and see, how it works and which way feels right. And so I'm going to walk you through a few things that we use pretty regularly, including doing drop shadows and drop shades. And there's like so many ways to do this in Illustrator. So I'm going to show you a couple different ways and talk about each one. I'm going to go over some of the more recent tools, like the touch type tool, which is really fun and creates a really playful vibe. And then we're also going to talk about some tips for hand lettering and kind of customizing existing fonts. I'm going through my slides right now, looking at all the features. We're going to touch on variable type because I didn't really know what it was until I like actually played with it. And I was like, oh, this is so cool. So if you have never used variable fonts before, we're going to do that. And then we're going to talk about creating like a faux letterpress look, all within Illustrator, adding some of that texture that we usually have a hard time getting in Photoshop. I mean, we usually get in Photoshop, but have a harder time getting in Illustrator. And then I'm going to talk about how you can make your workflow way simpler by saving things as graphic styles. And that's going to be a big game changer for how fast you can get things done in Illustrator.
And one of the things you said there that I think is really interesting was that you were going to provide sort of a look at different approaches so that the student can look and say, "Oh, I really like that one," so they don't have to be kind of forced down a particular path.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I see a lot of videos nowadays that say like, don't do it this way, do it this way. And the thing is, there's multiple ways to get it done. And we were just talking about this. It's like, if as long as you get the result you're looking for, you can do that destructively, you can do that non-destructively. Like it just depends what the end goal is. And that could be really different for different purposes. And some things are going to be done in a more destructive way where it's harder to edit. And that's okay if that's what the end result is calling for. And so, yeah, I'm going to show a couple different ways to do the same thing and talk about maybe the pros and cons to each and why I use each one. And yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun to explore them all.
Awesome. Now, we also like to talk a little bit about what you have in mind for our VIP members.
Yeah, I love that. So I'm going to save out everything that I'm doing and showcasing in the session as a graphic style, which means that you'll be able to grab what I've done and apply it to any of your work. So sure, you can go ahead and learn, but if you forget or you want to reverse engineer it, you'll actually have a file where you can just like click on the things I've done and you'll be able to work through them and edit them to your own liking and use them again and again in your workflow.
Fantastic. Well, Ilana, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to chat about your class.
Yeah, it was great. Can't wait.